Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. This is today's look, a very simple but very gorgeous party look with some falsies, which I rarely do. The holidays are calling for it, so we do need to have full-on thick and beautiful lashes. I hope you're gonna enjoy this look. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and push that ring bell button so you would get notified whenever I upload my new videos. If you are still curious how I created this look, please keep on watching. Hey! I do have moisturizer on. Let's prep my lips. I'll use the Rosebud salve. Prep my lips too. Let's use Dior foundation. I'll work with a brush. As always, I will start from the center of my face. I know that some people prefer to start with the eyes first. Whatever you are going for a heavier look. For me, I don't know, I just don't see the picture clearly, I guess. I just want to have a perfect base on, like a blank canvas, and then I know what I'm doing. For some reason, whenever I just start with the eyes, because the skin is not perfect, it kind of messes with my mind. I don't know, I can't concentrate. It's just too much for me. So I'd rather have at least half the base on. So I would apply my foundation. I would try to even out my skin tone as much as I can. I can apply concealer at the end, but I would really want to have a flawless skin first. So yeah, I just enjoy having a good base before my eyes. So halfway done with my base. I completely forgot that I wanted to use Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector. I'll just dab the tiniest amount. It's more than enough for the two eyes. And I'll just apply right here. Oh, it's such a dramatic difference right away without even having to apply. I didn't even apply concealer yet, but it just whoosh and wakes you up. How gorgeous is this product? And I can't believe it took me so long to actually purchase it. And I knew how good it was. I knew it. I don't know. It's one of those weird products for me. For some reason, it's not that I was doubting it. I knew it was good. I just don't know why it took me so long to purchase it. It's just something that I just can't explain. With a 217 from MAC and a little bit of Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless. Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. I'll just powder my eyes. You know what? I'll use a black pencil. 24/7 Glam pencil from Urban Decay. The color is Perversion. Super black, super dramatic. I'll just apply it on the top waterline and in between my lashes. Okay, I will get a blending brush without applying more just yet. I'll get the small brush from Makeup Forever. This is an old one, 2S. These babies are old. I'm not sure if you can find them. But something small will do. And whatever is left on your eyelashes, because the pencil is so thick and creamy, you can actually blend it out and create a shape that you want without applying extra product. Can you see? And that's just from what I applied in my waterline. Same thing for the other eye. Just a rough shape. I think you already know that all my looks are pretty much, not that they are the same, but they are, you get the vibe of the looks that I'm going for. I hardly ever use color. I'm into shimmers and glitters now, which is very weird and surprising, but I don't do much of crazy editorial makeup. So I've just rubbed a little bit, I just rubbed my brush a little bit in this pencil. And I really like feminine but modern looks. I like the person to be real. If there's a little bit of shine, it's fine. If there's no fake lashes, it's fine too. I just feel that we need to embrace ourselves more for who we are. And the thing is, I love makeup. I love the power of makeup. I think it's such a great tool to use whenever you know how particular products work and what you can do with them and how you can apply them in order to make yourself feel better. I think it's great. I think it's perfect, and I think every girl, it's like the same as you know your English for the picture. I think every girl or boy should know a particular product that actually works for you and makes you look not prettier, because we are all pretty, but rested, youthful, fresh, and glowy. That's the key words I would go for whenever I'm doing makeup. And I think it's so hard, it's really hard to stop at some point, because there are so many products, there are so many options and so many tools and so many extra things that you could do, that once you start, like, there's no going back. You want this and this and that and that, and of course we know that it's totally not necessary. So whatever's transferred, I will blend out on my bottom lash line too. And this is why I love these pencils. Like, you don't need to reapply over and over. They are so creamy and so blendable. Try to blend your pencil as much as you can, and don't leave, because whatever is transferred, you try to blend it out. But make sure to blend it out in the lash line. Just because you don't want to get this weird little white gap of skin, it's not flattering. So that's the rough shape I am going for. Okay, so these lights, it's so hot, I'm thirsty. I'll use Desperation. It's a gorgeous gray minky color, and I will apply it on my bottom waterline. I don't want to go in with a black pencil just because it's going to be way too harsh. But gray pencil still does the job, but it's still sexy and smoky, but not that dramatic. And again, blend it out so you wouldn't have this tiny little gap where your skin is showing through. Make sure that everything is blended, then get a larger brush and try to bring it lower. And I know that some girls are actually worried whenever you're going to bring this line way too low that you're going to end up with raccoon eyes. You're not going to, because we're not going like all the way. It's just there is something about a really low shadow underneath. It's just gives this sexy, sultry look, and very, I don't know, very modern. And the brush has to be clean. No product on your brush. So with a clean brush, you're just blending the edges. You can blend out and smoke out the color itself if you feel like, no, you know what, it's a little bit too much for me. But what we're trying to do is just to smoke out our shadow lower. With the same brush, I'm just gonna smoke out the wing just to give it the shade that we applied at the bottom. Okay, I have two single shadows from YSL. I have number 4, which is a gray, which is really nice and beautiful, cool taupey color. And I have number 13, which is this cool brown. They're beautiful. So I'll go in with this, with the number 4, with the 217 that I used before. And I will apply it all over my lid. I will just pack it on. Whenever I mean that I'm packing on the color, it's just I'm pressing the shadow in rather than dragging it all over and over my liner. I'd rather press it onto my eyelid. Okay, now with the small pencil brush that we used before, I'm going to get into this darker color here just a little bit, and I will apply it wherever I applied my pencil and brushed it in. So I'm going to smoke everything out even more. Oh, sorry, you don't see it here. Just applying it along the lash line, wherever I apply the pencil, and drew the shape, and then I'll just blend it out. Try to elongate your eye if you want to, if you want to cheat the shape a little bit. It doesn't have to be neat and perfect because we are going to be blending it out. Again, dipped into my brown color a little bit, applying it all over the pencil where I created the shape I wanted. Blend it and extend the shape where and how I want it. I want it to be seamless, super smoky, blended. So I'm just blending with my 217. Blending everything out. Okay, these lights are making me hot, not in a good way. I'll grab MAC 224 and I'll go in with the, not with the darker color that I showed you, but with the taupey one, with this guy here. I'm gonna dip my brush in it and I will extend my crease. So my crease is going to be right here. I'm going to elongate it. So I'll put the brush right here and elongate the corner. I just want my eyes to be more elongated rather than round. So pick a color, nothing too dark and dramatic, but something cool toned or in the color family that you will be using. Because I know that I'm going to be using this bronzer, I'm going to dip my brush in this bronzer, the same brush that I used before, and I'll just go a little bit above my crease just to warm everything up and tie together because I will be using my bronzer. And I'll use a little bit on the bottom lash line. And I'll use a little bit of this taupey color right here. Not all over, just right here. Just to create a slight shadow. And make sure to blend it so you wouldn't end up with a blob of color. Because I kind of feel that the the light is not on my side today. And I will set my eyebrows in place. NYX Control Freak eyebrow gel, just to set them in place. It's a clear gel. Holy shit, that scared me. I'll apply mascara first. Vivienne Sabot Cover Mascara, lovely mascara. Lengthening, separating, does the job real well. Cheap, if you can find it. So my camera is not agreeing with me. Again. Or as always, I should say. Anyways, so the only thing I did is apply mascara off camera. Other than that, everything's the same. Let's use concealer. NARS Soft Matte Concealer. The color is 2.75, light 2.75 Canal. I will use it with a fluffy brush. You know that I love Expert concealer brush from Drill Techniques. I'm gonna dip my brush in. I'll apply it right under my eyes. I'm not gonna go super low, but I do want to be lighter under my eyes with this look. Don't go too close to the lash line because you don't want to get rid of that beautiful smoke that we just created. Okay, let's set everything in place. I will use Charlotte Tilbury. This is Sephora Pro Tapered Crease Brush number 19. Dip it in and set my under eyes. Because I think that I still want to keep this glow. Do I? You know what? Let's set the center of my face with this powder. And then we'll set the rest of the face with Hourglass, because we know that Hourglass gives this amazing, not sheen or glow. It's hard to explain it. You really gotta try Hourglass products just to understand what I'm talking about, because some people think that, oh, because it's so shimmery in the packaging that your skin is gonna look oily, but it's not. It's just a perfect product for this healthy, glowy look without being oily, and it photographs like a dream, which is nowadays is all that matters, because we live for pictures, and if you didn't take a picture, it didn't happen. You know. Well, let's bring in some cheekbones, because this square face needs some cheekbones, that's for sure. With an angled brush, this is a Hakuhodo angled brush, and my trusty Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow, the product that I really like. You know, hug my cheeks a little bit here, so it's kind of, it will give me this lifted cheek look. Same thing for my other cheekbone, so concentrating, applying most of the product right here and then blending it out and kind of hugging my cheek. But whenever you are hugging the cheek, make sure that most of the product is right here, otherwise you're going to be looking kind of clownish. Don't forget your ears if your hair is going to be up, because you never want to get red or white or different colored ears. Hairline. If you need your forehead to be smaller, you can go lower. I'll just use it where my hairline is, just to make sure that the color of my skin is even, and I'm not going to end up with white band in my hairline. A little bit underneath. Nose. Very important part of the makeup. The thinner the better. I don't mind my nose that much, but I'm so used to contouring it, and I kind of like when the nose is a little bit chiseled and it looks gorgeous in pictures. So I do contour it a bit, but I don't go crazy. Okay, and now it's going to be bronzer time. I'll use Marc Jacobs Tantastic with a fluffy brush. It will bring back the color and glow to my skin. It would appear like I have a little bit of tan on, and as you know, tan always makes you look healthier. Well, in my opinion, it does. And if you still don't know where to apply your bronzer, it would be where you would get tan faster. So it would be your top of the forehead, the temples here, your nose, somewhere in between your blush and your contour. So you would get tan here. And if you're going to be applying light touches, the brush is going to do the job for you. Your chin a little bit. Now I do want to powder the rest of my face. I'll use Hourglass Ghost Palette. I'll use this double-ended Stila brush. I'll mix these two colors together. You know what? Let's mix these two. I really like these blushes. They have this beautiful sheen to them. MAC 224 that I used before, rub into the colors, and I'll just go lightly in my crease. I think it's going to be beautiful and tie everything together. It would be hardly noticeable, but really nice. So let's go back to the Charlotte Tilbury and use this highlight color. Right on top of our cheekbone here. Whatever's left on the temples. Down the nose. Cupid's bow. And we can apply just a touch in the inner part, in the inner corner right here. I'm gonna go in and pop here. Just a touch of highlight right here. I am gonna go in with the Posh L102 pencil. And I think I'll apply a little bit of tint, maybe. Just fill in the lips, overline them a bit. You know the drill. Whatever makes you happy. And just dab it. So it's not going to be as perfect. Because we do want to be pouty, but we don't want our lips to look drawn, you know? Kim K. Dahlia in the center of the lip. Because I kind of feel that all my lip looks are deadly and ghostly, but that's exactly how I like them. So something pinky would go really nice too, but let's use this for now and see how it's gonna go. Why not? Fenty Beauty, How Many Carats, Diamond Bomb. I told you that in my other video, I told you that this product and artificial lights are best friends. That's for sure. Be careful because it's gonna go all over your face if you're not gonna be careful. Grab a brush. I will grab a flat brush from Makeup Forever. Again, it's an old one. I'm gonna dip it in. Just one side, so it's not gonna go everywhere. And pack it on. So you just press it on your lid. And I'll press it all over. I don't know if the camera is gonna pick it up and if you are gonna see exactly what I'm seeing, but this is just perfection. This is so me because it's not too much. Your eyelid is still light but glittery. Oh, so cool toned and so perfect. It's such a good party look and it's an easy party look. And if you are fast with your base, because normally, well, for me base takes most of my time whenever I apply makeup, because I feel that it's like 90% of success whenever your base is perfect. Then you can do whatever you want with the rest of your face, eyes, lips, you know. And this is such an easy look, but it looks so complicated. It looks so expensive, so rich. Is that me or I'm out of focus? Is it? I can today. With whatever's left, don't apply more, but just tap it lightly in their inner corner. Oh, this is such a party look. I'm so wearing it on New Year's, maybe with a little bit more dramatic bottom, but this is nice. I'm using a duo glue. These are Ardell lashes. I used up all the short ones, so I'm only left with medium and long, which are way too long for me. So I am gonna use mediums, And let's just hope for the best, because I would go for short ones, because I don't want length. I want volume. I want my lashes to be fluffy and full and rather than, you know. That was a very good explanation, by the way. If you don't have steady hands, make sure to rest your elbow somewhere. It will give you more precision and control. And let your glue dry a little bit, so it would be tacky and it's not going to move around your eye that much whenever you're going to be placing your lash. So you want to just leave it there. You just want to put it and leave it. You don't want to like drag it around and, you know, look for a spot to place it. Just find a spot and just bloop, put it on. Don't worry that the glue is white, because it is going to dry clear, and even if it's going to be a little bit shiny, then you can put a little bit of dark shadow over it. So don't mind my it is definitely harder to do on yourself rather than on someone else. Just because you have to consider so many things. You have to keep your eyes open, not to blink, make sure that the eyelash is going to sit exactly where you want it. But then again, when you get a hand of it, oh, you're going to pop them like a dream. It's like click, 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 done. And let's pop the last one right here. Okay? Try not to blink too much. Just let it sit and do its thing. Let the glue set and let it do its thing, and then you can help your lashes a bit to stay in place with mascara, or just move them around with your finger. Just let the glue dry, because that's the key. Because if you're going to be fixing but the glue is still wet, then you're going to just create a mess, and you will never do single lashes ever again, just because it's going to be so annoying. Look into the eye. I look down just to see where I want my lash to go, where I need more length or more volume. Okay, and let's just place my last lash right here in the corner. I'm sorry, it's hard to see if you see what I'm doing. Okay, so lashes are on. If you still see your glue, if it's clear but kind of visible, just grab the tiny brush, rub it in the pencil that you used before, or dark eyeshadow, like black eyeshadow, and just go over and cover all the spots that you see. If you are okay with what you see, just leave it as it is. If you want them to be even more like your own, apply a tiniest little bit of mascara over. The thing is, I did use mediums and they're way too long for me. It's just way too much. I should have used the small ones, but I was out. I didn't have them. So I'll apply mascara right at the base. Okay, let me just grab a compact so you can see. So I am applying right at the base a little bit of mascara just to cover the glue if it's still noticeable. And it allows me to put my eyelashes in place. Again, make sure that your glue is completely dry, otherwise you're gonna move all your eyelashes and they're gonna go everywhere. The glow, the skin, the eyes, beautiful. Could be your next party look. I really like it. I think I should have changed my sweater, but that's okay. I'm just gonna leave it, but you get the deal. I hope that you liked it. I am sorry if you didn't see my lash application that well. It is very useful to know how to apply individual lashes, and I think I'll do the separate video for it, just because I don't feel that it was informative enough. The party season is almost here. I love the holidays. I'm very excited. So yeah, I hope you really like this look. Until next time, stay healthy, gorgeous, and beautiful.